Hi, Leo. Welcome to January and Happy New Year. Thanks for stopping by and listening. We start the new year off with 4 planets in Capricorn, the Sun, Pluto, Mercury, and Venus. And they're all at an angle to your Leo over here that represents adjustment. So it's suggesting that you're going to be looking at your life and seeing what type of adjustments you want to make. And especially in the routines of life, you got big, with Jupiter in Leo here, opposite Mars, there are big dreams to go after. There really is a charge. What can I go after? What do I want? How do I expand my life? Now, other people may not agree with what you want or think. So there's a little bit of opposition you can get from other people, especially anybody that you might know that's very stubborn or strong-minded or fixed in their mind. Like they make up their idea and go, no. And that can be a little bit irritating, but it's saying don't worry about that. Know what you want, know what's important to you, but also know that you might have to make some adjustments in your daily life, your schedule of life, in order to move things around. And this, be very honest, this is also saying start the year off with some new plans to take care of your health, spiritually, mentally. It's not just physically, but health in all ways. How does your lifestyle bring more health to you? You might also think in terms of your career and finances, especially if you feel that you've been hurt or wounded or like depressed or even feeling as if, how come I don't have more than I have? A little bit disillusioned about your financial well-being. It's saying go back to square one if need be to figure things out, what you want to create, what's important to you, and appreciate, really put the blessings, really get in touch with what you feel very blessed over. The full moon in Cancer is on the 4th, so the full moon in January is on the 4th, and this energy is emphasizing, this is suggesting that there's going to be a lot of, whether you dream a lot or not, there's connecting with the other side, the spiritual side, messages from places like, if you ever take a shower and go, oh, I really need to call this person, or, oh, I really need to do this. Listen to that around the full moon time because you'll be more in sync with it, more in contact with it. It is a very intense moon as it's square Uranus, opposite Pluto, square the moon's nodes. So there's this deep intensity about it, but you can get insight from listening to your intuitive self. And that will only magnify when Mars goes into Pisces. Mars in Pisces, all the good wishes that you started the new year off with, if you feel too overwhelmed, if you don't have enough time in your life and too much to do, you might start feeling overwhelmed with everything by the middle of the month. But again, it's saying connect with that spiritual side and your intuitive side. And make sure, it's suggesting to make sure you put effort and energy into growing your artistic, your creative, and your spiritual self. That is just as important as everything else. We have the new moon in Aquarius, the same day that the sun goes into Aquarius, and the day before Mercury goes retrograde. So we have all of these, the Aquarian party of 4 planets in Aquarius, which begins the 6-month marker in between your birthday sign. So Aquarius is opposite your sign. So there's a reflection time. Reflect on how far you've come and what else you want to do. It's very good. And with Mercury going retrograde here, opposite your sun sign, it's saying that you could have rehash conversations with people. Remember, we started out the year with there might be somebody that's a little bit stubborn or strong-minded, where you have an idea what you want, whether it's on job, whether it's in the home, whether it's in a friendship or personal relationship, whomever that is. This can be revisiting that point of view that you have, to get your point of view across, because this is suggesting to connect with what you love, what you value, and what will make you feel the emotional side of your life, what will make you feel that you are on track and even feel safe. And some of this is saying, do you feel safe with other people? Do you feel safe with those that you connect with in life? And be surrounded with people that get your heart, that get your openness, that get who you are underneath. And, you can't choose everybody on the planet, right? Because you have to interact with, whether it's a store clerk or somebody at work. But the more one-on-one relationships you have, rethink is like, how safe do I feel with them and why? And there can be some psychological going on that you do where you go deeper into your own psyche to understand that part and let go of anything that's not real. And that which is real, like, I feel this person really isn't, we just don't think the same way. We just don't connect. You don't need to connect with everybody. Just saying, okay, let me rethink how much time I want to spend in that relationship. You can find yourself having those conversations with yourself the third week in January. And we close out the month, January 27th through the end of the month, Venus going into Pisces, which is a very romantic energy. Let's get your sign up here. And Venus going into Pisces, coming close to Neptune, but she squares Saturn, which wants things realistic. And Saturn shifting into Sagittarius. Wherever Saturn is, it's like, let's get serious about this. It's a fire sign. It's trine your sign. So it's getting serious, being able to put into reality the things that bring joy to your life. And Neptune Venus is saying, hey, don't put limitations on things. Maybe it is, somebody else might not think it's realistic. Go into the possibilities. And then Saturn will help you bring it into the reality. Saturn could also bring up, these are the possibilities. I would love this, that, and the other thing. And says Saturn might say, hey, is it really, can you really afford it? Or do you really have the time? Do you have the talent? What do you need to do in order to bring that into bring the possibility down to earth? It might take some time, effort, and work, but that actually can be very supportive, so it just doesn't live as a dream. And that closes out our month. And thank you for listening and being a subscriber.